In this video, I'm going to show you a simple Excel estimating template you can use and how to supercharge it with Claude AI. Okay, so all it is you have your pricing schedule or bill of quantities. This is the structured breakdown in the estimate that your client has requested or that you have come up with yourself. It details line by line the scope of the project, the units and quantity of work. For example, for an electrical project, you have 64 power outlets to install. For each line item in your pricing schedule or bill of quantities, you have an associated tab with your workings on it. Your workings are the actual build up of these items. So for example, installing light fittings, you have a rate of $177 per light fitting. For installing the GPOs, you have a rate of $104 per light fitting. Now, this sounds really, really simple and almost a waste of time, but that is because this item is an assembly. It is a built-up rate containing labor, plant, materials. So when you're building up your pricing for each item, you could use assemblies, which are built-up rates, which I'm going to show you in a second, or you can just use basic labor, plant, materials rates. So for example, if I'm installing cable tray, I have electrician, labor. If I'm installing cables, I have electrician, 40 hours, labor of 40 hours, and cable of 200 meters. This is just a combination of all my rates. My assemblies are combinations of these different rates that I've created. All of this references back to my assemblies and resources tab. So a resource is any labor, plant, materials you have. So for example, electrician, concrete, generator hire, materials, different items. My spreadsheet references the resources tab. So if I want to import an electrician, this rate of $94 an hour comes from my resource tab with a simple VLOOKUP. I can then add 10 hours of an electrician to this task, and it results in a corresponding increase in my unit rate, which leads back to my main pricing schedule. And assembly is a combination of our base resources. So for example, for a light fitting, this is a combination of electrician hours, hand tools, the actual light fitting itself, 6 meters of cable, and 3 meters of conduit. So the quantity of items I need per light fitting, and then this composite rate of $177 per light fitting is a combination of these resources. So within my pricing workbook, I can also add assemblies. And for example, this item of installing a light fitting, that is one light fitting at a rate of $177 per light fitting. That comes from this built up rate of conduit, cable, the fitting, the labor to install it. So that is how I've calculated that rate. And again, you could build this up yourself using the base resources, but it's much quicker and simpler just to use assemblies. So again, for each tab of my estimate, my pricing schedule, I have a corresponding tab with my workings on it, which is a combination of my assemblies and base resources, which calculates my unit rate for the task. Now, this workbook is good, but the annoying thing about it is every single estimate you do, you'll have a different number of pricing line items. Some of them you might want to have workings for overhead and profit within as a workbook. Some of them you might not want to. So basically, this is a really good structure. It has VLOOKUPs that link all these tabs together. And I'll put a link in the descriptions where you can download this. The very easy way to supercharge this with AI is to basically dynamically create the number of templates and to set up your estimate. So you would import your pricing schedule using Claude. It creates the draft template for your workbook, and then basically it wouldn't touch the resources, rate, build up, or assemblies tab. You can edit those as you want, but it basically wipes the Excel sheet clean and enters your new project data. Then you can go and enter all your assemblies and do your workings. Okay, so as a quick example, say our client has given us this bill of quantities and it is in an annoying format like PDF. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to prompt in Claude, I am estimating a new project with a new bill of quantities. Can you please create a blank template for my project, but leave the resources, rate, build ups, and assemblies? Here is my new BOQ. And then I've just copied that in. And it is going to go through and basically remove all the data from this spreadsheet and give me a blank template to start with. Now, this would work better if you just had a blank template to begin with and it just populated with this bill of quantities. But that would be a better way to do it, and probably would have been a better way to demonstrate it for the video, but hindsight is 2020. But yeah, it's basically a really simple structure. All your estimates will follow this structure. You'll have a pricing schedule, bill of quantities from the client. You'll have your cost data. You'll have I included rate build-ups in here for labor. You'll have your assemblies, which are a combination of different tasks. This is your data source. And then you'll have workings associated with every line item. And then basically you're just going through, doing your quantities, entering all this data into your estimate. And it's a very, very simple template. And it is asking, should I proceed? And we'll just check what it's going to do. So it's going to say, it is asking me, do I want these tabs, which is correct from my original bill of quantities? And I'll just say, yes, please proceed. It'll probably take a minute or two to basically go through and do this and update, and I'll show you the results in a second. And you can see it is now repopulated my template with the client bill of quantities we've been provided and blank working tabs that we can go and do. Now you could go and obviously generate the estimate using this, but again, much better to go do it yourself for something important like this. But in terms of setting up your template, it saves you a bit of time and it saves you having these weird, complicated formulas and macros.